what we're becoming aware of is the world around us is a simulation. It's a simulation, it's a virtual reality. And you, through your feeling and focus, can actually have it reflect you back to you, and it is reflecting you back to you. So what you're putting in your imagination and you're focusing on and you're feeling like it's true, that around you begins to shift and change to reflect that. That's why the ego's misperception that I am a biological entity, a vulnerable biological entity in a threatening and dangerous physical world, is a complete illusion. Because where we are is a simulation, a virtual reality simulation, that you just focus on how you want it to look and how you want it to feel without your ego mind and stories, and watch that world around you begin to shift and take form as per you focus on it. It happens every time if you will allow it to, and if you support it in having that experience. The two things that stop you from having what you want come into your life is ego power. What is ego power? Ego power is I have to make it happen. I have to change something. I have to try to change this. I have to try to make something else happen. So the moment you go into ego power, you are trying to change the mirror from one reality into another. Understand that if you are the woman who is beaten up and is feeling unloved, etc., in that reality, and the mirror is reflecting that, that's one reality. And while that is so, you can ease up, feel appreciation for yourself, valuing of your life. And I understand that in some cases people need a lot of therapy and counseling to get to that level of self-appreciation, that level of life valuing, etc. But the process is still the same. They might need more support around it. The process is the same. They can in an instant actually begin to feel valuing for themselves. Like when I say to a Muslim woman, Prophet of Islam said, if a man wants to marry a woman, he must first give her a dowry so that she has financial independence. If he decides to leave her, she's got some sort of currency, some sort of money. That whatever wealth she comes in with to the marriage is her own. Husband can't take a cent of it. Whatever money she makes while she's in the marriage is her own. Husband can't take a cent of it. Whatever money the husband makes, he has to take responsibility for his wife and sustain her and provide for her. Even the food that she has, she doesn't have to cook. She's entitled to a maid. That she's entitled to have her own private chamber where the husband or the children or the mother-in-law can't go into. That is the woman's right in Islam. And if she bears children, she doesn't even have to suckle them. She can have a wet nurse. So I ask women, what does that sound like to you? To me, it sounds like a queen and living like a life of royalty. So sometimes a woman can go straight into it. Yes, if the Prophet said that was so, if the Quran supports it, I feel valuing of myself, and it can happen overnight. But somebody who has been schooled into believing women are lowly and they're not valuable, their only purpose in life is to please other people, they themselves are never to be pleased. Yes, they've got a lot of work to do within themselves, but the process is the same. So if you are in a relationship that is uncomfortable and unloving, and you allow that to be the way it is without trying to change it, you use your intelligence, you use your understanding, you use your choice, you use your intention, you use your desire, you use your imagination, and you conceive of what the ideal experience you want to live as in is. And then you breathe your spirit into it by animating it like, I'm there and I'm so enjoying it, and this is so wonderful to be considered, to be cared for, to be respected, to be honored in this particular way. My needs are met, it's mutually satisfying, mutually. So she's putting her spirit into it. And then she hands it over to God to create it as true. That means she releases ego power. If she doesn't do that, she'll be trying to make something happen. The moment you try to make something happen, you go back into the illusion, back into the reality of trying to change the mirror. Because trying to make something happen means you're affirming it's not the way you want it to be. If you're trying to change something to something else, it means it's not the way you want it to be already, and therefore it will never be that way. This is why while she is in the situation she is, or the person is in the less than pleasant, they ease up and they come from consciousness of being that person in the reality that they do desire. And as they then do that in consciousness, they are actually coming from a different reality. And they are not trying to make it happen, because you have never given life to yourself and existence to yourself, and you don't look after yourself. That which is source energy and the intelligence of the universe will handle it in such a way that it will come to pass. So ego power is what is going to hold you back. When you think, I have to make it happen, I have to control somebody, talk to somebody, give them a talking to, get them counseling, all that sort of thing, is controlling methods to make it happen. Ego power is also when you think, I know how I'm going to make it happen. I'm too smart, you see. I know, I'll plan it, I'll set my goals, I'll go this way, I'll make it happen myself. When you go that route, you don't allow the universe to handle the details to match vibration perfectly. Remember, the universe is infinitely intelligent. Infinitely intelligent. It knows who's right for you, what's right for you, where the match is, and it will bring it to you in the most ideal way. When you're trying to make it happen, you hold yourself back from being supported and having it come to you. So the idea is, as you let go of making it happen, and you feel that it already has happened, and you allow and support it happening, you then become receptive to it happening. You can receive it. The universe will handle the details, things will shift and change, and suddenly, out of the blue, when you least expect it, the guy is there, the reality has changed, something has happened, and you go, oh, now I know. I focused on that and it happened like this. Like you said about the dollars, etc. That's how you called it forth. You'll never know how. But the universe will set it up, because the person who's got the dollars and you at the right time with the money will be set up at a certain place and point in time that will be suitable. You see?